Hell has finally broken loose.
Nyesom Wike, right? That's his name.
Yes.
The
the Minister of the FCC.
yeah. That's
Media Pali,
that's the title he currently bears. Now, he is saying that if Mr. Peter Obi comes back to the PDP will be destroyed because Peter Obi doesn't have the character, having condemned PDP as a rotten party, to come back to the PDP. Wike is not in a position to talk about character. Okay? He is not the one to talk about character. In fact, if he talks about character, he should question his own character. I don't know why people have problems with basic intelligence and decorum. He goes on television and he says, Peter Obi doesn't have character. Peter Obi left PDP and went to Labour Party. Now he's in ADC. In fact, it is Wike himself that destroyed the party. And he also says President Jonathan should not come and run on the platform of the PDP because he's a statesman and all of that. He's not in a position to advise President Jonathan, just as he has made it clear that nobody can advise him. These are some of the issues in the last 24 hours. Okay? And who is he to determine the destiny of the People's Democratic Party when he is already in another political party? And I blame the media. The media gives him platform to disparage other political opponents. Yesterday he was talking about Peter Obi, he was talking about President Jonathan, he was talking about Nasir Rufai. What gives him that moral high ground to talk recklessly and unintelligently? Because the media, what is the media looking for? The media, they are the ones who go to interview him. They are the ones who collect money to put him on the air. If he's talking about the FCT, yes, fine. But if he's disparaging other political opponents, the media has an obligation to give all the other persons that have been disparaged to have a right of reply. So we should not create a situation whereby, for monetary reasons, the Nigerian media is sucking up to a minister of the Federal Republic who, in my view, is overreaching himself.
See, the Minister Wike, I think rather than doing all of this is political talk, I have work for him to do. I hear 3rd Avenue around Gwarimpa, there's a rubbish pile.
I saw you post that. It was so sad.
He should go and clean things like that. And the other place that they are rubbish pile in Abuja, because he's not busy enough. Rather than coming to play this hypocritical game he plays. The same person that is abusing Obi today.
Yes.
Please, you that are watching us, go and Google the video of Nyesom Wike praising Obi that he was the hero of the election. That is the one that didn't make power go to the north. That if he didn't come out, that is the hero of the election. He was praising him to high heaven.
We saw that. We took it
the same Peter Obi, Nyesom Wike that is saying Peter Obi distorted the party. Ask him, did he allow Atiku Abubakar, the candidate of his own party, campaign in Rivers State in the last election? Ask him. Didn't they bring the situation about, they didn't book stadium and all of that? Ask him. Didn't he destroy his party because things didn't go his favor? Didn't Dino Melaye said he called him 19 times to solicit so that he would get vice presidential ticket running spot? When he didn't get that, he scattered his party. Ask him, if he had become vice presidential candidate, will he have said all he's saying? Today, that he's saying that Jonathan should be elder statesman, and ask him, is it not Jonathan's wife that solicited for him when he even wanted to emerge in the first place? Is the Jonathan's not his benefactor? Ask him. So you see, when people talk, when it favors them.
Everything you are doing, that is what? Wicked. Even if your girlfriend calls you, wicked. Even as our elders here, okay, before you go to sleep, wicked. And the wife you want to give you food, wicked. Even when you want to go and bath, wicked. So that is so Philippines wants to win an election with a name, not a name that is in dictionary. No. Where you go and carry dictionary and begin to don't bother yourself. Nobody has said. If they greet you good morning, Wike. If you want to charter taxi, Wike. Your wife said, can we go to bed? Wike. So don't allow people to come and tell you, I'm from North Central, I'm from Northeast, I'm from Northwest, I'm from Southeast. All those areas is Wike. Yes. Do you understand me? Whether you are Northwest is what? Wike. You are Northeast is what? Wike. You are North Central is what? Wike. South. Wike. Southwest. Wike. Southeast. Wike. So what are we talking about? Nigeria. Wike.
The PDP has now zoned the presidency to the south, chairmanship to the north. Is that a plus for you? Would you be running? Some other senior members of the party are even rooting for ex-president Jonathan to run or Peter Obi to return to the party. Where is your position here?
Well, let me correct you, I want to ask you. Those who say Wike is wearing a mask, what are they wearing? You see, you see, Nigerians don't like those who are very blunt and who will tell you where they are. Right from day one, I did say with my colleagues, listen, PDP, you are shooting yourself. And if you allow what is going on to continue, you pay. And what did I say? Or what did we say? You cannot have the presidential candidate at the same time national chairman of the party. It is better now you have stolen the presidential ticket. They stole it. And again, stole the national chairman. I said it will purge you. And it really purged them. And I have no regret for it. Now, you see, I have appeared in this forum before. And I said, listen, you have to, the presidency must go back to the south for them to be able to complete their 8 years. I never hid it. I said it. And people were making noise, at the end of the day, what has happened? Now they realize that, yes, it's true. We cannot take president and take chairman. Now you have given yourself national chairman. Let the president go to the south. Why not be that as it used to be? Why not be that arrogant to say nothing will happen? No, they realize that something will happen. It happened in 2033. Even this one you have done now. To what? Bringing Obi to where? Obi to where? You want to kill the party the more?
You won't allow.
Obi that, I mean, you see, if somebody don't have character, Obi that was abusing the party, that the party is rotten is this. So the party is good enough for you to come and run for, you see these people, ambition can make you even go to Satan's house. Minister, don't excuse me. Don't rush. You ask questions. So, Obi is not anybody who says so, like Baba said, I heard him say, that is Baba's opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. But if you want to destroy the party, dare it.
Right now, Nyesom Wike is rattling the polity. In fact, media houses are picking on him. This is as a result of his utterances. Now, you know the thing about Nyesom Wike's voice and his position right now, being that he is a minister. In fact, he said the position that he occupies is a position of power and is more or less like a governor. He said, that is my position. I am the one occupying the Federal Capital Territory and nobody can tell me otherwise. Well, he has been making certain utterances as regards the People's Democratic Party, a party that held Nigeria at its jugular, at her jugular, They held Nigeria bound. We have the likes of former military president. Some might want to call him dictator. Some might be like, no, not dictator. I see every military government as a dictatorship. That's what it is. I'm talking of Olusegun Obasanjo. That's what I see it as. Then we have the likes of Goodluck Ebele, Jonathan also. We have a lot to say about politics in Nigeria. But the problem here is about the utterances of Wike. Wike is kind of looking for ways to disrupt and destroy PDP. The PDP still stands as a party after Labour to kind of compete for the next presidency, the seat of president in Nigeria. Although some will vow, they will say that there is nothing that can take Bola Ahmed Tinubu out of that position as president of Nigeria come next election, unless RIP, unless death. He will not be kicked out of that position easily. This is as a result of what happened prior to him being sworn in as president. He fought to nail. If he was to lose, he would have lost. Did he spend money? What did he do actually or exactly that got him that seat as president? He will do more of it to make sure that he stays in there. That is the truth of the matter. And moreover, people are looking at, the thing about Nigerian politics. They want to see, they don't want to see the attributes. They want to see that image of that person, that personality that can, the fame, the popularity of that individual, or someone that they can, they can peddle his image or some launder his image or whatever, do some PR, and then present that person like, oh, now the only person that certain people think can shake the polity a little bit is former President Ebele Jonathan. And Wike is saying, no, you're an elder statesman. You shouldn't come in and mess yourself. Don't come and raise the dead body of PDP. Just stay as elder statesman now. Reuben Abati being someone who has been at loggerheads with Nyesom Wike for personal reasons. We've heard that Reuben Abati went to Wike with his pretty wife to beg when he had problems with the Economic Financial Crimes Commission over some a lot of money, millions or is it billions or whatever, that they asked him to come and talk about when he was under the same government of PDP, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And now, with so much going on, it seems he has something to say to Nyesom Wike, saying, Nyesom Wike, you are this, Nyesom Wike, you are that. Nyesom Wike, you do not have the authority to speak in this way. You cannot, in fact, you are the one that will destroy PDP and not Peter Obi. Peter Obi has danced from one party to the other, or is it cross carpet? He has done that several times. He started with APGA. He swore, he said, in this life and in the one to come, I stay here, I die here. But the thing about talk, they say it is cheap. He did not stay in that party. He left the party and he left it, like some might say in disarray, he left it empty. Then he moved into another party. He did what he could there. He moved into another one. And you know what happened in Labour Party? It all came out in a way that a lot of people will say it ended up in premium tears. In fact, he cried. He said, they cheated me. I should be the president. And some certain people looked at him and they're like, oh God, what's wrong with you? Why are you crying what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like the presidency belongs to you, like it's an inheritance, or it is like a royalty and you must, as a matter of, come on, it is terrible. So he did his crying thing, apart from the audio recording that came out back then when he was speaking to a certain Bishop Oyedepo and a lot of here and there. Now, Southeasterners and a lot of people are tired of APC. They didn't like the rule of the late president, former military president, and also civilian. Yeah, they didn't like the way he conducted, and now that he's handing over to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, someone that they feel, not just feel, they believe he has held the jugular of Lagos State, and now he's going to do the same, like he's going to solidify. You know, the thing about no one is going to engage a past president. You're not going to dig into him. You might dig into his wife or people around, but not him. And it has not been on record that his wife holds anything to her name per se. You know how these things are, how they did not, it's in the Constitution. Presidents cannot be questioned for whatever it is, and like that. So, well, how is it possible for Peter Obi using PDP or whatever party to unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That is the bone of contention. That's the bone of contention. But it is either Wike is disgracing, or Rufai and Dr. Abati is disgracing Wike over bad character and plot against Peter Obi, Jonathan in PDP. I do not know what will turn the game around, but imagine if former president who said he had to step away, not because he could not fight, he said he had to step away because he doesn't want it to be recorded that he held his ground, saying, Mr. Former Major General, you cannot become president. He said he didn't want any of that. He only packed his bag and he's like, well, it's not a do or die affair. Of course, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan also has his own. When he said corruption is not, stealing is not corruption. And he said maybe he lacked understanding. And he kept repeating, he said, stealing is not corruption. Stealing does not mean you're a corrupt person. A corrupt person is someone who continuously, so we don't know, maybe a stealer. Anyway, some are saying that the sure bet is Jonathan and Peter Obi. But is it going to work? You know, the thing about winning the north. They say, oh, Peter Obi, you don't have enough to gain traction in the north of Nigeria. So let us use a man that a lot of people like. They say they like the man who loves their margeries. I'm talking about Ebele Jonathan. So Ebele Jonathan, who is going to be the vice president of Ebele Jonathan? Is it someone from the southeast? Can Ebele Jonathan be the vice? It still does not, like, it might not really work, you know. Now, I saw Obasanjo, who had torn his membership card back then. He tore the membership card of PDP, said PDP, blah, blah, blah. Now he's back standing by the side of Ebele Jonathan. He really tried his best to make sure that Tinubu does not become president, but Tinubu became president and said, Babao, I see you. Like, you are part of those people who didn't want me to be president. I have become president. I am president, and it is written, and it will remain that forever. He was standing by the side of Jonathan. So who is going to contest? Is it Peter Obi? Is Peter Obi going to come? And now that it seems Peter Obi's voice is no longer echoing as it sounded back then, people are beginning to ridicule him. People are beginning to bring out videos like the one that you have just seen, where he had vowed he would not be this. So people say you're a betrayer, you left Apga, you left this, you destroyed Labour Party, and now you want to move into PDP again, the one you left because you want. Yeah, they said the way we are looking at Peter Obi, you might end up in the camp of APC, saying we are one and the same. The thing about Nigerian politics is very dirty. The truth is never said until they are on the other end. That's how it works with them. What are your thoughts? Drop your comments.